Great. All right, well, welcome everybody. Welcome back. I am Aprez, joined here with Birdie.
Hi, I'm back.
And we're going to bring you here Stinky%. We're going to be your commentators. We have our three wonderful runners, Fruno, Oat, and Quado Pine. And they're going to be getting counted down pretty soon. But before we get started, Birdie, what the heck does Stinky% mean? What are we doing here?
Okay, Stinky Percent, it's super fun. You first have to kill the Dung Defender, and then you have to go and kill the dream version of the Dung Defender, White Defender. And every time you beat him, he gets a little bit harder and he does a little more damage. But if you can beat him 5 times in a row, he will build a small, stinky statue of you, which is so freaking cute. I'm not like a huge, endorser of throwing poop at people, but this is the kind of poop we should be throwing.
Yeah, so it's Sneaky%. It's just going from a fresh file and getting to 5 white defender kills as quickly as possible. Um, so it really feels like a classic meme run of just like, yeah, here's a thing that you can do in Hollow Knight. We're just gonna speedrun to do that as fast as possible, and it's wonderful.
It's
Um,
gonna be so much fun, especially because all of them are running like a very, very similar route. Not the exact same, but all of them are running a similar route, so it should be very easy to sort of keep track of what's happening, hopefully. None of the Spurko madness we just had where everyone
mhm.
was all over the place.
But it is pretty interesting. Something like a little bit of an in between, but between like the rando stuff we saw yesterday and even stuff like Spurko where you're coming up with routes on the fly. And then like tomorrow with main day, we're gonna see a lot of runs that have been very practiced, very optimized. People kind of doing these same routes that they know are the best. A lot of the meme runs kind of lie in between that, where there are these routes that people are practicing and following. But because these categories are like less run or sometimes just way newer, um, the routes can be like changing a lot, and people have different variations on the same routes, ones that like some people prefer, and they can be pretty different. So we'll talk about a little bit today. Everyone's going to be running a route that gets 6 charm notches, to get a little bit of easier white defender fights, but there are different routes that have been run and experimented with in the past.
And our runners, it looks like they're off. They're going. I think the
um,
only big prep difference that we have between our runners today is Fruno and Oat are going to be getting nail 1, and
mhm.
Quado will just be doing nail 0. So we will see whether nail actually does make that big of a deal or whether it should just be spell spam.
Yeah, and it is going to be a good amount of spell spam, but we'll explain that as we get closer. For now, we're dropping into King's Pass, so let's get some KP people rise in chat.
Question: who is getting flukes? AP, would you care to answer?
Oh yeah, so all three of our runners here are going to be getting Flukes, because Flukes is busted, does so much damage, and White Defender, as you may know, not a very easy boss. So Fluke Shade Soul is going to be the main method of dealing damage.
Yeah.
Not only to White Defender, but to a lot of the things along the way too.
Yeah, because one of the special features about White Defender is he only unlocks after you get all 3 Dreamers. So as much as this is a race to go get Dream Nail and just kill Dung Defender, it's also secretly an any percent run, hidden inside of it.
Yeah, so if any of you ever run any percent and you're like, wow, I get to THK and this isn't even really a final boss, like, come on, Watcher Knights is harder than that. If you want a really climactic final boss, maybe you should look at Stinky% instead. That'll really get you that fix.
Oat would love you for that. Oat is the big fan of Stinky in general. Whether that is Defender's Crest, Dung Defender, or the percentage.
Mhm.
Yes, Overworld White Defender. I'm sorry, Khan. Fun fact, did you know you can actually kill Dung Defender, go in to God Home, die to him, and that unlocks White Defender?
That's incredible. Birdie, do you know of any speedrun routes that take advantage of that and kill White Defender and Godhome?
I, you know, couldn't think of a one.
Really? Oh,
Couldn't think of
dang.
a one. Not a single
For some
single
reason, I
one.
just really thought that you would know one for me.
Yeah, you guess I mean, I've been around a long but we have all of our runners are now in the Aspen Arena. Quado with a nice double kill, Oat with a nice double kill, Furno making a good 3 for 3. Our runners, they're so good.
You love to see it. But yeah, so it's going to start pretty similar to a lot of NMG categories. We're making our way through Crossroads. Going to be picking up Vengeful Spirit, then into Green Path to get Dash, and then go for Claw. Kind of the typical way NMG runs go. You need to get that first little bit of movement before you can expand through the rest of the map.
So this should be pretty straightforward for the first couple minutes. It's really funny after looking at yesterday's rando day. They're all so like close together. They're doing
Right, yeah.
out. It's like so confusing for my brain. I'm only used to calming like weird stuff that doesn't have an order and you can just kind of free for all it.
But yeah, while we have some time here kind of in this early game, we can talk a little bit about what our runners are going to be using for damage later on. Just because once we get kind of close to White Defender, things are going to start happening pretty quickly as we get into those boss fights. But like we said, all three runners are going to be running a route that gets you 6 charm notches, so that's going to be enough to put on Shaman Stone, Flukes, and Spell Twister. You'll notice that does take more than 5 notches, so they are going to be overcharming for it. The thing about the way the White Defender damage scales is it just goes up by 1 every time you complete a fight. So by the time you get to White Defender 5, the last one, you'll be doing 5 damage anyways. You're dying in 1 hit no matter what, so it's kind of like we might as well be overcharmed. And if we're being one-shot anyways, let's take advantage of that and get some extra damage ourselves out of it.
Did Fruno tricycle? Am I crazy?
You know, I wasn't counting, so I'm not sure, but probably not. Because I think Fruno did get in here a little bit later.
Okay.
And it looks like it's coming out kind of on the same time, so.
But all of our runners are through False Knight, no problems whatsoever. They're gonna kill him, they're gonna pick up City Crest, and they are gonna get all that money from the chest.
Yes.
They're gonna need that.
Yep. Yeah, False Knight does give just a very nice source of early geo that'll be important coming up pretty soon. But Quad will be our first runner to pick up Vengeful Spirit here, and then we'll make a quick trip through Ancestral Mound. As we come up to it, because it's another thing that'll happen very quickly, Quado has told me that he's going to be going for Soul Catcher early control, which I love to see.
Oh, I'm excited.
As part of our 6 notches, we're going to be buying one from Salubra, so we need to pick up 5 charms to unlock that. So Soul Catcher is like right on the way to pick up.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're too in sync.
We're too connected.
But yeah, so this strat for the early control for Soul Catcher, Quado's going to be trying to hit one of these small boulders down into the part below. Get it for Soul because we want to keep a small boulder alive, so that we can push it through an invisible wall past the boulder, and have it hit us out of the charm pickup just like that.
Beautiful.
Perfectly executed by Quado. You love to see it.
Quado, my goat.
And what's really nice about that is it completely skips the tutorial pop-up for picking up your first charm that you'll see Fruno getting here. So it actually does save a pretty decent chunk of time.
They're all still pretty tight with each other.
Yeah.
It's good. So now they're just gonna head into Green Path, and it will actually be pretty standard. I don't think there's any charms that they pick up in Green Path on the way, because they're all somewhat out of the way.
Another difference we see here, Fruno and Oat are both equipping Soul Catcher. Quado's choosing not to, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see Quado do that.
And it's a kind of nice thing to have. It gives you a little bit extra soul with every hit. Um,
No, for no.
oh no, Bruno, falling down at the end of
You
the
know what?
Grozer climb
I
here,
did that
which
so much today. I can't
we've all been there.
sleep.
So it can be nice to have, but usually doesn't tend to save too much time. But definitely helps just make things a little bit comfier with picking up Soul on the way to the Balder, having Soul for Hornet.
And we see Quada going into the VS skip. I'm guessing a 2 fireball? Yes.
Get in that right away, no problem. Quado probably going to be going for this next one up here. Expect to see all the runners be trying for both of these fireball skips.
Yeah. Of course, everyone should try for all of the fireball skips. Don't skip a single one ever.
Quado not quite getting the second one. We're going to back it up with the Husk Pogo here.
Nice. With the buddy bounce, associate ascension, if you will. I've heard it called the friend fumble.
The friend fumble.
The
What still has always stuck with me is just instead of Husk Pogo, some people just called it Man Pogo.
I've heard dude pogo too.
And something about Man Pogo just in my mind, I just imagine like a person in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we do see
all the
Bruno
runners,
getting that fireball skip, the second
Bruno
one.
got it, and Oat gets the bounce. Perfect. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Man Pogo is the oldest one, but was it last year or the year before where during one of the years we were like, all right, we need to rename this, and everyone just came up with as much alliterative stuff as they could.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Oat actually. Oh no, Oat is not in the lead. I saw Quado also fighting a boss knight, and I was like, they're in the same room. No, they're not.
Yeah, they're gonna be getting that Geo from the Moss Knights and the Geo Rocks right there. Again, since we're gonna be buying quite a bit from Salubra, and then also in order to get Shade Soul, we need quite a bit of early Geo.
Yeah. So what extra charms are they gonna get for this? Because I'm assuming they'll probably buy Steady Body, because it's only one.
Yeah, so I think their 5 charms are Soul Catcher, Spell Twister, Dream Shield, Steady Body, Shaman Stone. And that makes their 5.
I'm surprised they don't go for Fury.
Yeah, I think Fury could be nice, but in order for it to be worth it, you would really need to be using it on bosses. Like if you're gonna do Fury, False Knight, Hornet, and Soulmaster, it probably is faster. But let's be real, nobody wants to do that in a marathon.
Yeah.
That's like just so easy to make a small mistake and runs over. You have to reset, and we can't really do that in a marathon.
We could see some itemless Balder. Actually, that would be terrible because we want flukes. So
we really want flukes. I mean, you don't need VS to pick up Shade Soul. But the damage is very appreciated in this kind of early game.
Yeah. Alright, and now all of our runners have Mothwing Cloak. Fruno is starting to drop down towards Claw.
I think that's Quado on the right, yes?
Who did I say?
Fruno.
Well, Fruno is also the goat in my heart, so...
True. Shout out to all of our runners. This is a really difficult speedrun. I know they've all been practicing really hard to get ready for this. And I'm just excited to see everyone put on a great show for us.
Just route Shade Soul in without VS easy, comma, this inspiration for you next year. Inspiration for you next year for your Blando. Oh gosh.
But we did see there Quado picking up the first of our extra charm notches from the Shroomel Ogres. Odin and Fruno are going to be following suit here in just a bit.
Fruno and Oat are like really keeping pace with each other quite well. I know Oat was nervous about this run, so I'm very happy to see her doing well.
Quado going to be nailing that E-Pogo. Looks like went for I actually missed it. I think it was a 2 fireball based on how much soul he has
I
left.
was watching Oat, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah. Um, but again, just very clean run so far. Quado pretty much getting all of the skips. I think
Oh,
missed one fireball skip, but
yeah,
oh, one
Quado got a
fireball.
one
Okay,
fireball.
you love to see it.
He's too good. Quado, leave some skill for the rest of us, aka mainly me. Please. Can I have
Please,
some of your talent?
can we just nerf Quado?
No,
No,
because then
okay.
Nerf will get all the skill.
Oh shoot.
We have to balance it.
Yeah. Well, we can nerf Quado and then also nerf, and that'll do it, right?
I guess. Oh, oh, barely missing the E-Pogo, Fruno making it. But guys, we get to see our beautiful Mantis Safari. I love
Ooh.
Mantis Safari. It's my home. It's my love.
I do want to point out though, like I really like seeing from out there, seeing that she didn't have enough height from the dash, like trying to fall back into the explosion.
Yeah.
Very often that damage boost can get you enough height, and just unfortunate that it wasn't quite enough, because that would have been a really nice backup to hit.
Very quick thinking on her part as well. Oh, gathering up all the friends to try and do that pogo.
Yeah.
Please, please, nice elevator. Please, nice elevator.
Come on, make yourself into a staircase. Okay.
She got it! Okay.
You take some damage, but get up there. So
It's fine,
hopefully
it's
going to be
fine.
doing some heals.
She'll do a safety heal. Oh, it's smart
Mhm.
like that. Quado is in city, by the way.
Yes. So unlike any percent, we're using City Crest to get into City. Because if you were unaware, dive very important for getting to flukes, and also required for getting to White Defender. And so since it's something that we need, and we're going to need C dash later for just regular any percent things, it's nice to just get it out of the way early. But yeah, here's a little bit where the route's going to diverge. Quado heading straight to Lem and then up to Sanctum. Fruno and Oat are going to be making a detour in order to upgrade Nail 1 there, in order to have it for Sanctum.
So we definitely will see Quado take a little bit of a lead, and it's just more of a question, how much of a lead can he keep?
Mm-hmm. Getting a little bit bullied by these the husks right by the lever.
The Rava.
Shoutouts to the DLC rooms.
We see Fruno going in for Nail 1, which will only cost 250, so that shouldn't put them back too much.
And for those of you who might be thinking, oh, why are you picking up a nail upgrade? Like, that scales the health of bosses. And
Not
that
all.
is true, but not all bosses. And in fact, none of the bosses that we're going to fight in this run. Watcher Knights do scale with health, but they don't actually start getting more health until you get Nail 2. So it is just extra damage for the whole run.
Oat also just gave us some more content. We got to go see Quarrel. It was not a safety bench. Oat was just giving us more content. Like, this was for our benefit. Very much so.
Yippee. Love to see
Quado
Quarrel.
making his way into Sanctum right now. Dealing with Norman very easily. And please don't get memed by Hellroom. Please don't get memed by Hellroom.
No, I know Hellroom would never bully our runners, right? That would never happen.
Hellroom would never kill our runners and make them do a long run back. That would never happen.
No way.
That would never happen, ever.
Okay, they did try to bully Quado there, but able to get around that. Gonna be doing these fireballs to kill all of the enemies that try to come and hit you out of your pickup.
No early control, Sag.
Although I don't even know if the early control is worth it there. Like the
So
knockback
worth it.
seems like it
It's
doesn't even
so
save
worth
time.
it. Come on, Oat, you can do it. Yes, Oat got the skip up into Raptors.
Yes.
The pogo.
I do want to point out Quado's going to be doing here, and we'll see it from the other runners later. Using those flashes to time this opener for Soul Catcher, using the hazard respawn in order to have control during the scream, and helps you get into position right at the start of the fight. I think did miss a pogo, didn't quite get the damage rotation that he was looking for, but is still adapting very, very well to just getting this fight back on track.
Yeah, Quado has done this fight so many times. He's great at adapting. Bruno getting memed by the Spell Twister. When they teleport, like, right out of the way of your fireball, actual just sadness.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god! Picked up dive. What? It wasn't dive? I'm so confused.
Oh my gosh.
Team Cherry,
how
how
could this
could you
happen?
do this to me? I trusted you. Bruno also fighting Norman, and Quado just about ready to pick up the real dive.
Got a nice Norman fight there from Fruno, looking
and Oat just
nice
about to
and
enter
clean.
Tango.
So we have a little bit of staggering here from our runners. I do just want to make sure to note, like, any leads that happen now, once it gets to White Defender, like, again, they will just basically have to be perfecting all of the bosses past the first two White Defenders. So upsets can absolutely happen. Nobody is out of this race yet.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes you just get terrible
that fake
RNG.
dive.
GG fake jive.
Oh, I like that little lever pogo
Yeah, that
to
was
line
good.
up those wall jumps and the exit out of here.
Oat, be careful. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not gonna curse, but like, be careful, please. It's fine, see?
Yeah, everything was fine.
Oh shoot, Fruno missed the pogo on the early control for Soulmaster as well. That is hard. That is so hard. Would be really cool if Oat got it. Because I know Oat goes for it. But I think Oat does a slightly different version and doesn't go for the second damage tank into Soulmaster.
Okay.
And just goes for that slightly early fireball.
See, now this is where I get to feel like a boomer because I'm like, I learned how to do the early control, but I didn't know these extra damage rotations with your damage tanks and everything. So this is too
Bruno,
fancy for me.
Heal. Okay, thank you, Bruno. Thank you, Bruno.
Yeah, I think the safety heals are just good here because going to the next rooms, there's just so many enemies. Yeah. Are going to be going ahead and picking up a simple key here, the one that they're going to use to get into waterways.
Oh, wait, I can spread some lore today.
Oh?
Someone asked why he's called Norman. I can say it again. He's called Norman because in the room above him, it looks like his mom is watching him, aka Norman Bates from the movie Psycho. AKA Norman.
AKA Norman.
That's why also warriors are Normans. I think Dr. Crotron named that.
Are the Colowans also Normans?
I call them Normans.
I feel like I don't hear many people refer to them as Normans, but people just don't talk about those ones as much, I guess.
True, because you have Norman 1 and Norman 2 for regular and Shade Soul, and then you have Follows.
Normans 3 and 4?
Normans 3 and 4? I gotta say, so. I think Norman 4 is my least favorite. When he comes in with that spell twister, I could... Ugh.
At least the rest of them had the honor to fight you one-on-one. Norman 4, though, none of that.
I mean, Norman 3 picks up the, has these little... mistakes. Folly's float, mistakes meander. Yep, I remember.
What? No, Folly's floor, mistakes midair. Surely.
What? No.
It makes so much sense. Come on.
PG Oat getting dive, and we have Quado heading into C Peak. Fruno got the awesome fake dive. I promise I have been watching, but please tell me it is Folly's float, mistakes meander.
It is. I'm making.
You're so mean to me.
No,
I'm over
I
here
think
having
Con
like a
has it. Yeah,
crisis of faith.
Folly's fry mistakes marinate. That's what it is.
I hate this way.
Quada gonna be going for Pogex here in just a little bit. Hopefully not gonna get trolled by the miner and is not going to. And yeah, so Peak is gonna be for C dash, but a few other things we're picking up. Shopkeeper's Key is a big one, so that we have access to Elegant Key and Shade Soul. Um, and they're not actually. I'm pretty sure no one's picking up D Dark,
I don't think
but
so.
is going to be using that transition to get down into Resting Grounds.
D-Dark would be like a nice damage boost, and the iframes are always lovely, but flukes are just too powerful.
Flukes are just too strong. I think one other small route change between Quados and Oats and Frunos is I'm pretty sure since Quado doesn't pay for Nail 1, is able to pay for the City Toll Bench that's right by Sanctum.
Oh.
Whereas Oat and Fruno instead use the City Toll Bench.
That would make sense. Yeah, because Quado is a little bit lower on Geo. Or higher, excuse me. I was looking at Oat, who hasn't bought City Storm stack
City Storm stack yet, right.
Come on, Oat, you can do it.
That'll be the classic C-Dash gauntlet there from Quado. Okay, Oat having a little bit of trouble here on the way to the Simple Key. Gonna use those VSs to try and clear everyone out.
She's doing fine.
Okay.
She's doing fine. See? Not even a worry.
It always scares me there because it's really easy to try to like go up slash that and you accidentally pick up the Simple Key and you just die during the pickup animation.
Yes! I'm so glad I'm not the only one who's done that.
No, it's such a troll, like... but we'll see now the Dark Room from Quado. I think we'll see a few different strats from people here. Quado just going for this dash strat that is the fastest, but really relies on you knowing where all the platforms are.
Yeah.
But of course, done this so many times, it makes it look easy.
I think Oat does C dash, and I think Fruno does regular dash.
Mm-hmm.
Fruno, no! The Fruno would get in the Plogax! Let's go!
Love to see it. But Quado will be picking up picking up Dream Nail shortly here. And then heading over to pick up some more charms and equipment and stuff just to be ready to get Shade Soul and all those other good things.
Yeah. Fruno's movement is so good. They do so much rando that their movement has just gotten so clean over time.
I do like seeing we saw Quado try it earlier, but I think fireballed the wrong way. Fireballing that crystal crawler as you jump up in the room with Shopkeeper's Key.
Yeah.
In any percent, you don't have to do that because you're not picking up the key. But since you're a little bit slower, the cycles just line up poorly. I think that it is RNG, and sometimes it won't fire a laser at you, but if you see it lasering, you can react and fireball it to not get hit.
Yeah. Quado's picking up Dream Nail. Fruno's moving really fast, taking the 1 damage to get that cycle for Sea Heart. And underplat for the fans. Quado picking up Dream Shield, which we're going to need for Salubra.
Yes, very important to not forget that. There's not really a great backup charm.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to figure out where all of their extra charms are. There's going to be the one from Ogres, First Trio Ogres. There's going to be one from Salubra, and then are they going to get the one in Fog Canyon?
They will on their way to Monamon. So we get to see some fun asset skips there that you don't see very often in NMG runs.
Now, I think one of my big questions is, does anyone get wings in this? Because there are a couple of White Defender attacks that are really, really hard to dodge if you don't have wings or shade cloak.
Yeah, so we sure don't get wings in this run, so we can talk a little bit when we get to White Defender. But yeah, that big shockwave attack, namely, is just difficult to avoid.
Yeah.
So a big part of that run is going to be making sure that you always have Soul for Dive,
Yeah.
and using those iframes to get around it.
I imagine that's gonna be particularly hard for the last one, where it's all one shot.
Well, since they're going to be overcharming, the last three will all be one shot.
True. True.
So yeah, it's really going to be relying on those dive iframes to get around it. Although, if you're close to a wall, you can try and go over it that way.
Yeah.
Alternatively, it's difficult. I don't know the lineup for it, but there are gaps in the hitbox of the shockwave.
Yes, you can jump over it technically. I've done it like by accident a couple times.
But doing it intentionally is just difficult.
Yeah.
And especially when you're trying to get damage in, you're trying to just be ready for every attack, can be difficult to do. So it's generally preferred to just be ready to dive.
Oh, it's so nice when people get the cycle in the room that Oat's in. The movement is just so clean for it. And Oat freeing the grub, you'll love to see it.
You love to see it.
It looks like Oat's gonna be doing C-dash.
Yep.
Yeah. I think Fruno also did C-dash as well.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. It's definitely the easier way, but you do have to make sure you have souls so you can fireball that first Crystal Hunter?
Crystal Hunter.
Yeah. So that when you run into it, you can kill it immediately with C-dash rather than damage tanking and volunteering.
But we'll see Quado here now. Bought Elegant Key from Sly and using it to fight Norman 2 and pick up Shade Soul.
Yeah.
Which will be just a huge damage upgrade.
If you were wondering about that lore, look, there's his mom. Psycho movie. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, it's gonna be the last pick. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, we just point out, like, Quado saves that little bit of time getting to warp straight back to City Toll Bench also.
Yeah.
Whereas we'll see Fruno and Oat need to make a little bit of a trek to get back there after the save and quit.
Oat wasn't quite high enough for that, unfortunately. That C-dash can be really tricky when you're trying to do it very quickly.
See, that's another one that I'm like, I'm too boomer for this. I didn't know this strat. Oh no.
I love that C-dash so much, because I'm terrible at Dream Plats. I fall on them all the time. We have Fruno picking up the extra charm notch. And gonna get Slide.
And we're gonna see from Quado here, like, now that he's able to equip this just like really strong loadout of Shade Soul, Spell Twister, Shaman Stone, really gonna be able to melt some bosses, as we will see with Fluke Marm coming up.
Oh, we're already getting into the overcharming. Fruno is not actually overcharming here, but just taking care of the UI for when eventually they do need to overcharm.
Yeah, I'm guessing they probably were changing charms anyways, so just a convenient time to do it.
Yeah.
But Quado, so okay, attempting to go for a quick kill here on Fluke Marm. If you do it properly, you kind of just stay here
Quado?
with Pogos.
Fine, not a
but
worry.
Fell down early on, giving Fluke Marm enough time to spawn one wave of enemies, but able to catch them with a Shade Soul to kill them all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a boss fight where if you get the quick kill, it's nice, it's easy, it doesn't even seem like an issue.
But if you don't.
But if you don't, things can fall apart so quickly and it becomes terrifying.
Especially if you have Nail Zero, because then the...
Yeah.
I don't remember what they're called, the little guys.
Fluke phase.
The Fluke phase can take 3 hits to kill. So that can just be an absolute disaster right off the bat.
But we do also see Aquato changing charms now, so going to be putting on Twister and Flukes, and going to be using this for a really quick Dung Defender kill.
Bruno is taking some quick care of Norman 2. Gosh, that's so fast.
Yep.
That's so fast. And it's over, just like that.
And just like that. Yeah, so Dung Defender out of the way early here, and we get Flukes. Partially just because we need it done later, but more so to open that shortcut. Because that's going to be our way to get back to White Defender later.
And to get right side city access.
Yes.
No, they already had it. I'm dumb.
Well, kind of. They haven't gotten any like benches or stags here yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a multi-purpose transition there.
And from here it's gonna be, at least for Quado and shortly for Fruno and Oat, it will be any percent go kill all the bosses to get the Dreamers.
But a little bit nicer because we get to have good spells and Flukes.
Fluke's Watchers is just a time.
Yeah. So Quado taking some damage on the way up.
Quado's my goat. He's not gonna die. I believe.
I think if I see a heal on the elevator, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, healing to 3 is a good call.
But yeah, coming behind, so Fruno's going to be just about at Fluke Marm here, also going to be trying to do that quick kill.
Yep, and Oat's just picking up Shade Soul now. I don't think a single, like, unintentional death yet.
Yeah, nothing yet. Fruno, though, unfortunately, is also going to mess up the quick kill here. Gonna have to deal with some of the Fluke phase spawning.
Not even a problem.
But yeah, thankfully, just that extra damage from Shade Soul really helps you just melt the boss.
Yeah.
And then came in with full health, which really helps out. Quado did an intentional damage tank on the way in, and that can just be really scary.
Yeah. But they have Flukes now, and so everything is gonna go a lot faster.
Yeah. As we see Quado making pretty quick work of Watcher Knights.
Yeah. Is that
Flukes
it? That's it.
Destroys them, yep.
So Quado's gonna collect the first of the Dreamers. That will be Lurian. Fruno is heading in to go fight Dung Defender, and Oat is about a minute out from fighting Flukemar. We have a lot happening all at once.
Oh yeah.
I do have to say, this category is really nice in that you just have so much happening all the time. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of running sections. It just feels constantly busy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you really go from like just kind of exciting section to exciting section. Not a lot of real downtime.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe the biggest kind of downtime thing you get is just going from Dirtmouth to
Oh my god.
Teacher's Archives. So Oat also not getting the quick kill, but I do like saving some soul, making sure to be at full soul when the Fluke phase start to spawn. Okay, is gonna take a death, unfortunately falling into the water, and it just gets so rough when all those Fluke phase are there.
Yeah. It's
But
totally
thankfully
understandable, though.
Yeah, no,
This fight is so nasty.
It's a fight that either everything goes perfectly and you're just like, cool, I've melted the boss, or one thing goes wrong and suddenly you're swarmed.
Yeah.
But thankfully a pretty quick run back, so
Yeah,
it'll be back
this is
in
a pretty
there.
nice run back. You've got this. Oh, Fruno just about at Watcher Knight's gonna be there in another 30 seconds or so. Quado is exiting. Do you know what streamer he's going towards now?
Yeah, so next up's gonna be heading to a stag to go back to Dirtmouth so we can go to Teacher's Archives.
Perfect.
We kind of follow a little bit of any percent routing now.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and Oat got the fluke marm kill too. Easy second try.
you love to see it. Quad getting this nice C dash in the big city room too. That's such a nice one to get.
Yeah.
And getting the Photoshop jump, insane.
I will
How
point
does
out
he
one
do
thing
it?
that we didn't point out earlier. So unlike in any percent, we actually kill all 6 watchers in this category.
Yep.
Because it is just faster to kill them than to cut the rope.
Yep. The flukes, they just do everything.
I just think that's beautiful and I wanted to share.
And this isn't even like we don't have shamans on. It's Fluke and Twisters, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not melting as much as it could.
Right.
Quado did the chandelier? Oh.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess Bruno's just a better gamer.
It's possible that they've kind of timed it and maybe Nail 1 does make just a little bit of a difference, but I'm not sure.
That is true.
I'm not sure what happened with Oat there. Missing some kind of scream skip here in Dung Defender. Gonna have to wait for that to happen. But finish up the fight soon after, so can't feel bad about that at all.
Yeah. Quado heading into Fog Canyon. Do we get a nice Trinomi drop? No, because
no,
we have to go get the Charm Notch. The Charm Notch! I know what I'm talking about, I swear.
Look at Quado just making that look effortless.
Quado, come back to ACN, please.
I think Quado may be trying to Shade Soul some... Actually, I don't know. What was the cast there for?
How did that instantly damage warp him? How did that damage warp him back? That had to be like because he cast his spell.
Oh, there's just no hazard respawns in that room. That's just the acid just puts you back at the start of the room there.
Wait, really?
If you don't have Ismas, yeah.
Oh my god.
I expect we'll see that from all 3 of them. Oh no. But yeah, like that's a pretty difficult C dash to get. The visuals of it just really obscure what the actual geometry is, and you need to get pretty like underneath a lip to actually get to where you can C dash.
Yeah. We have Quado coming in for Umu.
Which with this equipment should be able to one cycle, I'm pretty sure.
That would be pretty nice to see. I'm the biggest knower. Exactly. I know everything.
Let's go.
Okay. Quado with the quick kill. Okay.
And there it is.
Just needed
Flukes
the last
just go to town.
Wait, I missed it. Did Oat hit the chandelier? Or is Oat just gaming?
I'm not sure. Well, you can try to take a look on the left side if we get back over there, I think.
Because I think I see the chandelier still up. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like no chandelier hit from Oat.
No chandelier hit from Oat. I wonder if that is just a Nail 1 thing.
Yeah, it's possible that they've done some timings and kind of came to different results based on like what exact equipment they use.
Because that seems like a funky mistake for Quado to make.
Could also just be a preference thing.
True. Alright, Quado getting his second Dreamer with Manoman. And now it comes the dreaded Dark Deep Nest. Dun dun dun. And Queen's Gardens, but...
Yeah, Queen's Gardens on the way there. And we will see QGA on the way there. Which is a little bit notorious for being a pretty difficult acid skip. But one that shows up in a fair number of runs. So hopefully Quado will get that no problem and just be right into QG.
Bruno just about to head into Fungal. Not Fungal.
Fuck Canyon.
Fuck yeah, they both started with an F.
They both start with F, yeah. Bruno did get a little bit bullied in that Gruzzer drop room. One of the infected Gruzzers just went like right into the part where you drop down. You don't
just
love to see that.
Quado with the left side climb out? Okay, okay. Furno attempting this acid skip.
Ooh,
Oh
and
my
that's a cool
god.
setup there that Furno's using. Getting
First
onto
try!
the left wall and then dashing twice to the right to help line that up.
Yeah. Either way, GG, first try, that's absolutely nuts. Oh, and Quado missing QGA!
Yeah, they had a good C dash there, but not quite getting the jump out on the other side.
Oh, maybe stopped that one a little short.
Yeah, I think Quado does like to do the early exit from the C dash and then dash to the wall to jump out.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
but
It's
there you go,
fine.
he's gonna get
He's
it.
got it. But going into Mantis Arena with 2 health and no soul right now, kind of not my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good time to pick up soul on the way, especially if he decides to kill some enemies. But it looks like he's kind of just going for it.
He's just going.
Yeah, going in with
He's
4
just
hits of soul is
going.
not great, but
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
so
he
some
might be
Pogo's
farming some soul off
here.
his first
So
one.
it should have 2 casts. Okay, I guess did not quite have 2 casts even with
Yeah.
Twister there.
It was close though.
So a little bit scary, but good recovery from Quado, making that work.
Yeah. I wonder why they don't pick up Dash Master in this.
I think it's just out of the way, and like you said, there's not that many like running sections. You kind of are just going from
True.
boss to boss.
Oh, and Furino getting the quick kill on Umu.
Yeah, doing a little bit of a different lure than what we saw Quado do.
Yeah.
Instead, choosing to take Umu just way to the left.
It seems like
More
that
of
was probably a little bit safer.
Yeah, I imagine it's just preference. It's like
That one's
Bruno
preference.
doing more of an any percent lure, Quado doing more of an all skills lure. Probably just going with what they're most comfortable with.
I hate that drop in infected room when you get hit by a tick. That's the worst feeling.
Yeah. I know I've seen sometimes some of them will go for a dive in that room.
Yeah,
But I think it
Furno and
just,
Quado did that.
yeah. Um, but it can be hard to like, sometimes you don't get the soul on the way in, I think just kind of based on where the Gruzzers are.
Yeah. And
Oh,
Quado
wait.
just making Dark Deepness look so easy every time. I mean, he's had to do this so much, but still.
So we did see Oat actually skipping the Fog Canyon Charm Notch. So Oat maybe actually doesn't go for the 6 notch, maybe goes for a 5 notch loadout instead at the end. I do know that, again, I was kind of like alluding to earlier, there's been a lot of changes to routes
Yeah.
in the past month or so, like getting ready for HK8Y. So I know there was like a point where they were kind of all running 5 notch routes before routing in the Fog Canyon one. Another route that exists that I think Quado's PB actually is, and I think is the recce for the category, is more of an all skills route than like a 1XX route that uses City Crest. But again, doesn't get you as good of a loadout for White Defender. So they're choosing to do something like this that makes the White Defender fights a little safer for the marathon.
We have Oat now fighting Umu, Fruno exiting Archives to go do that QGA, and Quado's just at about Hera.
So yeah, again, part of that just like how loaded with boss fights and stuff this run is. There's just kind of always something
Oh no!
important and exciting to see on one of our runners.
Yeah. It's gonna take the 2 cycle, but honestly, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I think got a little bit messed up with the lure there. Umu was a little bit high, and it just makes it hard to
The last
get all the
just
damage
didn't
in.
quite come out fast enough.
Oh no. Okay, unfortunately wasn't able to get a dream nail during Umu's attacks, and just made it really awkward to actually finish it off.
And now Oat's gotta be super careful on one.
Yeah.
Bruno getting through Mantis Arena, Quado. Oh no!
Oh, going for that dream nail just a little bit early.
But did get the safety bench.
Yeah.
did get the safety bench. That's what we love to see in a marathon or a race in general. Yes, I did say oh note. I did say oh note, Chris. Okay. Umu take 2, electric boogaloo, uwu, umu.
Electric boogaloo or something, yeah.
Electric boogumu.
I don't know if we're getting closer or farther away from what this needs to
I think
be.
we're getting closer to something
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, umu is just a little bit high there.
And again, just not quite able to get that last fluke out in time.
That's a really tight cycle.
Mhm.
Trying to get 4 flukes and, like, I think it's 3 nail slashes in.
Yeah. Okay, but able to get a dream nail now,
Yeah.
so
This
should be
one's
able to
looking a
just
lot more
cast a
promising.
fluke and finish it. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Gosh, and you can see, like, didn't even need very many of those flukes to hit.
Yeah.
To finish it.
Oh, I completely missed Fruno absolutely killing Dark Deep Nest. Fruno, my goat.
My goats.
Honestly, all 3 of these runners, my goats.
Truly, such a stacked race.
Yeah.
And we are going to see Quado, the first one to get into these white defender fights. They're going to be starting up here. So this is overcharmed, so these ones will be doing 2 damage per hit. And that's going to start ramping up very quickly as we keep going.
God. It's gonna be such a mess at the end when we're trying to figure out how many kills everyone has.
Yeah, right.
Chat, you may have to help us out a little bit.
But while Quado's going here, we can talk a little bit about the strats that they're using. And again, Flukes is just going to be the biggest damage dealer, so just any time you can be casting them is going to be important. You'll see in second phase here, sometimes they'll choose to kind of pre-cast these Flukes into where White Defender's going to like jump into them or land on them to just get all of that damage. And yeah, as you can see, you can just really just melt them during second phase.
GG, first one for Quado.
Oh, and a Blessings out of it. Let's go.
Oh, yo! White Defender out here blessing the run today. You love to see it. Bruno saving the grub. I think... Did Quado save the grub? I wasn't...
Quado better save the grub.
I mean... Quado loves Blossom so much.
Surely Quado
yes, Bruno! Yes, Bruno! Bruno doing that... Oh, what do you even call that?
I missed what it was. Oh, the like sticky pogos in
when
the
you
ceiling?
pogo the devout and you like basically
Yeah.
hover in the ceiling. It's my favorite. I love it.
It's great. Do you want to point out, we see Quado there getting the big shockwave attack, able to go to the wall to get over it.
Yeah, because it didn't look like he had enough soul to dive.
Yeah, it's always so hard for me to tell with Twister if that was enough or not.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Quado taking a hit, he's now on 1. And that is a genuine one. He can't really heal out of that, probably.
No, yeah, it's just not worth it. 4 heals to get another hit is not worth it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, go get some more soul. Go get some more soul. A little heal.
Okay. So the little, like, dangerous part there, White Defender, during that second phase, like, jumping out of the ground, it can be just really, like, ambiguous if he's gonna go left or right.
Yeah.
So Quado doing, like, a safety dive to cover in case White Defender does go to the left, because that can be just so hard to react to.
Yeah. So that's 2 down, so from now on, everything will one-shot Quado.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to get 3 perfect kills. And Oat getting QGA,
Let's
you
go.
love to see it. And Fruno is going to be on the way to go start their own White Defender killings.
So yeah, again, all of our runners are going to be pretty close together here still. And with just like how volatile these White Defender fights can be, still is definitely anyone's game.
Yeah. Because Oat's not that far behind.
No, really is not.
And Bruno is just about to start white defender kill. So. F? Did we have a stream crash?
Hopefully not.
It looks like it's still going.
But Potter right now, so in the second half of this third white defender fight, has plenty of souls, so looking pretty good, but getting into these kind of ambiguous situations next to the wall again. I do like seeing that safety dive come out.
Yeah. The first two, Quado could afford to be a little bit more reckless. Like, as reckless as, like, you will die in 2 hits, but...
Yeah. But it really does change once you have to be hitless for all of these.
That's 3 for Quado. And that's 1 for Fruno.
Nice.
F1Q3. I'm figuring out how I can shorthand say this when we get all of them together.
Yeah. I know it's going to be making her way down into Dark Deepness now.
I believe in you, Oat.
We do love seeing these Dark Rooms come out. And thankfully, these Deepness ones are ones that do show up in a few runs, so our runners are all very familiar with them.
Yeah.
Should be pretty comfortable going through them.
Yeah, everyone here has run any percent, so that's typically where you see this drop most of all. Is Fruno just going for the endless juggle?
Yeah, so I do know, I've heard, like, seeing Ode and Fruno talking about this. It is kind of one of the things that Nail 1 affords you to be able to do.
Yeah.
Like, this really is not viable with Nail 0. Even with Nail 1, I don't think it's the fastest way to do it because Luke's just does so much damage, but it can be very safe.
It's just safe, which is helpful. Oh, did Quado just take a death? Quado just took a death.
Yeah, Quado did take a death to White Defender 3.
Oh my god, Fruno, you're playing with my heart here.
Yeah, we see Fruno going up to the top of that wall just in preparation for the shockwave coming out.
Yeah.
Wants to make sure there's no way they get hit by that at 1 health.
Okay, there's the scream. Quado's doing his own juggling, or he was for a moment.
Yeah, and doing a little bit of like a,
Oh?
like not as much of a juggle. Oh.
Oh, no. Oh,
it's just...
It was the transition into Beast. I was like, oh my god, we've lost her.
Yeah. But I think Quado uses the juggle a little bit more about like getting white defender to a position in the wall, so that you can fluke and like know that he's gonna stay there and just take all that damage.
Okay. We are at F2Q3 now.
So okay, that's gonna be another death for Quado, and it's just these situations like white defender gets close to the wall, and it can be really good for doing damage, but just like the 50-50 of does white defender go left or right is so hard to react to sometimes.
I mean, it's kind of nice for our other racers. They're able to catch up now.
Right.
I mean, it has to be frustrating to... Oh, no! It has to be frustrating to just get stuck in this, but the runners come back from, like, the deaths so well.
Yeah.
Double scream!
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Quado getting through that
F2,
white defender.
Q4.
So, yeah, F2Q4. Quado going into
F3Q4!
F3Q4. So okay, keeping it super close here.
Yeah. Oh no!
Getting just a little bit bullied by these spiders, and
Okay.
really does need to be careful. Okay, it's gonna get their shade right there. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it was here or farther out already.
It's good.
But yeah, needs that Geo for DB Stag. And the backup farming is not very kind.
Oh, please heal. Please heal!
That's gotta feel bad for Ode. I think it was just wanting to get that soul because you really wanted to kill that last devout.
Yeah. It's also just gotta be frustrating because, like, this is a part of the run that the runners feel pretty comfortable with. And dying here is just a big hit to morale, almost.
Yeah.
But if anyone can come back from this, it's out. Oh,
Yeah,
Bruno taking a death.
this. Okay, I'm gonna be safe and get the shade before going up to towards Hera, so that's good. All right, there's gonna be another white defender done for Quado though, so he's on to his last one, right?
That's 5.
Oh, is that 5? Quado's done.
That's 5.
Oh, let's go. Okay, I'm counting. So that's GG to Quado. Taking a few deaths
Quado.
to white defender, but
where is it? Where's our
still
Stinky?
so clean.
Where's the Stinky?
Yeah, so a quick reload of the room, and we're gonna see Stinky. Let's go.
GG Stinky. Can I get some Stinky pleading in chat? Can I get some Stinky pleading in chat? That'll be 3 for Fruno, or is that 4 for Fruno? I think that's 4 for Fruno.
I think it's 4 for Fruno. So Fruno going into their last white
one?
defender fights here.
And then we're gonna get the showcase. Like a showcase, but without.
The showcase, of course.
The showcase!
Yeah, I know it should be getting there pretty soon following suit. Doing this last bit of charm menuing.
Okay. So taking off Shaman, but putting on Catcher instead.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, maybe gonna have a little bit less damage than what we see Fruno and Quado doing, but that extra soul is gonna make up for it, and should also just really help the survivability of, like, you're always gonna have dives.
Wait. Quado, apparently we missed this, but Quado's soul died in Trap Bench Split.
In Trap Bench? Wait, what happened, Quado? What do you mean? Or is it like in the Hera load?
I missed it.
I
wonder if
because I know that's the thing that can happen is that, like, during the save quit, or not during the save quit, but like during the Dreamer cutscene, there's some part where you can, if you're mashing your quick cast button, you will just lose all of your soul.
Amazing.
I know I've had that happen to me before in TE runs, and it sucks.
And Oat is coming in to start the White Defender Gauntlet!
Yes! Let's go.
Chat, Hollow D's, support for our runners. This is an insanely difficult run, and they are all doing so well. I'm so happy and proud of all of them. Sub-hour is definitely possible for Oat. Yes, it's gonna be tight though. It's just gonna be tight, no matter what.
I think would probably need to go deathless to white defenders. Oh, that was a crazy save from Oat right there. Up slashing that.
Oh, you gamer!
Dung ball. That
and
was
there's Fruno
nuts.
with 5! There's Fruno with 5! GG to Fruno!
GG Fruno.
GG's! The showcase begins!
Yeah, that was awesome. Fruno taking a few deaths to white defender, but, like, still made such quick work of that. You love to see
Fruno
it.
took less deaths than Quado did.
I think that's probably true, or yeah, like the same or less. I think Fruno did super well at that. Oh, and a PB for Fruno. So congrats, Fruno, for the PB.
Fruno
You
PB!
love to see it. We love the showcase PBs.
Oh my god, that's amazing. GG's. Event PB is always so good. And chat, now we can learn how to count together to 5.
Yeah, not enough to distract us now, right?
Last comms wouldn't do it. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I can count to 10 in French.
I hope
I
I'm
know
not
the
expected to
cringe
do that
language.
too.
You've got this. Oh, can we expand the screen? At the moment, we have our nice setup, so I'm gonna say no. We're gonna keep it like this. Shout out to Chapel Roan. Couldn't have done it without her.
Yeah, shout out to Chaperone. Thank you. You're always there for us when we need you both. When we're trying to get a Stinky statue.
But you know, do you know what Chapel Roan's favorite category is?
No, Brie, what's Chaperone's favorite category?
Chaperone's favorite category is Spurko. Because
Spurko.
she can take it hot to go, because it's SBRCO.
Incredible.
You can't take me hot to go, cause it's SBRCO. New comms, please? No, you're stuck with us. You're
Yeah,
stuck
no,
with
come
me.
on.
I don't think anyone wants to change AP, I'm gonna be honest.
And nobody wants to change Birdie. You're great.
Yeah, I'm dying at my own joke. You should all be dying at your own jokes. Say something funny that would make you laugh.
That's the way to do it. Comedy's not for other people. Comedy's for yourself.
Yeah. Oh my god, Quado, we were so proud of you getting Soulcatcher early control. That was awesome.
Yes.
There's one for Oat!
Let's go. Getting a little bit close there, but Oat finishing it off, so.
Heck yes. Oat, my
Let's
goat.
go.
Oat, my goat. Oat, my goat. Alright, number 2. Let's go!
Let's go, Oat. You got this.
Chat, do we have any Oatmeal 6 goats in the chat? Do we have any goats in the chat?
Oh, I think we have some goats in the chat.
I think we have some goats in the chat.
Gotta have some goats in the chat.
Look at those goats! So good. Oat my goat sounds like the name of a British dish. What would be in this British dish? Okay, hear me out. The oat my goat dish would be like fancy beans on toast, but you have to like cut the toast into little strips and do it and like arrange a goat in the beans.
Uh-huh. Does this count as a yeah, I guess so. I guess that would work.
Sorry, what else is British cuisine?
You know,
beans on toast
that's-
and
yeah.
meat pies. Beans on
There we
toast and meat
go.
pies, that's all I know.
No, you're right. I think Chad Birdie's cooking. Come on.
Cooking. Hot. I'm cooking oat to goat.
Yeah, oat to goat.
Gravy. Oh. Little gravy baby. I'm not taking this. LMAO. Oat. You can't take me. H-O-T-T-O-G oat. You can't take me out. Or O-A-T-T-O-G-O. Oat can take this run to go. There we go. Now I'm a poet.
I think you've been a poet.
I'm a poet, and you just didn't know it, cause I was afraid to show it. But guys, it's 8-way, it's 8Y, so we gotta blow it. There it is, number 2, before you know it. Good job, Oat.
Let's go, Oat.
Oat, please don't listen to this again. Can we have a Stinky percent HK8Y parody of Hot to Go?
Oh my god.
Lily, give me like a half hour after this, and I will come up with something.
Yeah, quick, let's just pencil in a new secret event.
A new secret event at the end of the day.
Who knows what
Wait,
it could be, but yeah.
I'm doing last comms today,
Oh
so
my
we
God,
can just
Brittany.
premiere the song at the very end of the evening.
At Sylvie, quick, update the schedule.
slide will be like running Path of Pain %, and I will be in the background like quickly like, oh shoot, what's the syllable count on this line? I have to match it perfectly. Use it as the background music for the outro video. We'll play it in the club. You just like walk into the club and like in the background. Just like in the back. Should we sing a duet with our comms, Birdie? Heck yes.
Oh my gosh,
Sylvie and I are gonna do
please.
another duo comms today.
Yes.
Sylvie and I are doing more duo comms today.
Oh my gosh.
We have a theme. We came up with it yesterday, but we have a theme.
Okay, is it related to previous themes?
No.
No, okay.
We have left behind emo. We are now ascending into the family-friendly zone.
Oh. I think that you might be like the first comms pairs to really do that.
Oh no, we aren't going to be family-friendly, but like the theme is family-friendly.
But the theme is family-friendly, I understand.
Yeah. Bear, I used to be a parody music channel on Tumblr.
Wait, is that true, Birdie?
Yes!
That's incredible. I didn't know the Birdie lore.
Yes, I had multiple songs that got like over 100,000 notes each. Not
oh my
to
god,
flex,
it's
but like...
incredible.
Anyway, welcome on in, Marcus and Raiders. Hi, we're doing Stinky %. We're having a showcase.
Yeah, we're finishing up here. Quadrant Funor done, and Oda's. This is on White Defender 3 out of 5. So getting super close to finishing this up.
What is after Stinky %? It's GGG, Girl Boss, Gatekeep, Gaslight. I said it in the wrong order, but that's okay. And 3 Gs for 3 White Defenders down. GG Oat.
Let's go, Oat.
You do not. Sylvie, can I spoil our duo for everyone?
Oh my god.
Sylvie, can I spoil our duo for everyone? I literally had a race before this that lasted 3 hours. You have to give me like a little bit of a break. My brain is fried.
I feel like you can't hint to chat like you're gonna say it and then leave everyone hanging.
All right.
You gotta give us the sneak peek now, right?
The sneak peek was it's Italian.
It's Italian.
It's
okay.
Italian.
Uh-huh.
Oh no! I have to DM Sylvie because I have to make my new profile picture for tonight.
Oh my god, yes.
Don't accidentally leave the call. Don't accidentally leave the call. I would accidentally do that.
Oh my gosh, no way, Quadopine, thanks for the raid, wow.
OMG, thanks Quado! Okay, I've got the confirmation with Sylvie. Sylvie now remembers we're good to go.
Huge, I can't wait.
The Italian is happening. Mamma mia! I wonder how many terrible Italian jokes I can make tonight.
I think all of them. I think you can make all of them.
Oh, heck yes. Wait, can I curse in Italian? Because no one will be able to tell except the Italian. Can I do the Italian curses?
I think that
it'll be
as an
so late,
HKC
the Italian
mod,
viewers
probably
will
I
be
should
up.
say
They'll
no,
appreciate it.
but also I guess I won't know. I guess we won't know if you're doing it. So
the Italians will be awake. This is the stream for them. It's time for the pizza, the pasta, and I'm doing the Italian fingers. You can't see it, but I'm doing the pinched fingers Italiano. I'll get my FBI shirt out for full-blooded Italian. I'm sorry, Oat. I took over your race to just talk about Italy.
Oh wait, okay. Oat got a Mikar special. What does that count? That probably makes sense to not as many people. But Oat killed White Defender at the same time that she died. Does that count as a kill?
I don't know.
Because the flukes went out, Oat died, and I saw White Defender start the death animation. Does it not count? That's so unfortunate.
Well, we'll see
Okay,
if Oat
wait.
thinks it counts. That will be the important thing.
We have conflicting ideas from the chat, so I guess we'll see after another kill if White Defender is sitting up or not. If it counts as
Oh, that's
optimal.
true. We'll
I
just get
guess
the
so.
visual confirmation.
It skips a lot of cutscene at the end.
Oat just being the best speedrunner of them all?
Yeah.
Oat,
my
my goat.
That's actually terrible to think about. Like, yes, I'm gonna optimize Stinky %. I need to kill
Die.
White Defender and make sure I can die every single time.
How far have we strayed from Team Cherry's light?
What do you mean? This is what Team Cherry intended, surely.
No, it's not.
You're right,
I
you're
don't
right.
think Team Cherry
P5BO
intended
does
for this.
exist. They did tell us what order they want us to fight the bosses in, and it's not this. Okay, but moving into the second phase here, so this could be a... Oh, and then just dead! Okay, huge!
Okay, wait.
So I think that's GG for O. That's what it
Is
seems
that
like,
GG
but
for
we'll
O?
see.
Is that GG Oat? Is that GG Oat, my goat?
What do we got? What do we got? Come on.
OATTOGO. Can my Oat take this to go?
Come on. Give it to us. Yes, it does count. Let's go. Huge.
Let's go!
Well, big GG's to all of our runners. And I think we're gonna go ahead and see. I hope we still have time to get them in for interviews, right?
OMG, Frodo, thanks for the raid.
OMG, hi Furno.
I just now realized that Quado's stream is a still image.
I think Quado possibly ended stream.
No,
considering the
Quado
raid,
definitely
but-
did end stream, but I never
Uh-huh.
realized because they all just look the same.
But yeah, if we're gonna have interviews, if our runners would like to
We do have time for interviews, so...
join the waiting channel. Here, let me do some things
Yeah.
because hopefully they're all listening. But maybe not. And we can pull them in. Okay, here we go. We got a Fruno.
Got it.
We got an Oat. And a Quado. Let's
Oh.
go. GG's, everyone.
GG, my goats, all of you.
Yay!
You guys.
How's
did
everyone feeling? Congratulations.
Oh,
GG's.
I feel stinky.
Stinky, as you
Take a
should.
shower.
Stinky.
Well-deserved stink.
Nice job, all of you. That was insanely good when you guys got to White Defender.
Oh, did you know that the Mikar special, the dying
I
at the
did
Symphony
not
Go White
know.
Because we were all freaking out. We're like, does that count?
I
Just
had no
optimizing the gun.
idea. Well, I didn't know, but then my split. So I was like,
Oh,
okay, this is my last White Defender, I
Yeah.
guess.
P.
So
Yo,
Oh, is that a
OPB
PB?
too.
no, that's not a PB.
Okay.
No?
okay.
I think my PB is 106, unless I'm wrong. And my PB is 109. Hold, please.
Holding,
Holding.
Holding.
pausing,
holding,
champing.
Holding.
Pause
holding.
champ.
Pause champ.
Yeah, my PB is 109.
So
Wait,
let's go.
wait,
so
no,
no,
so that is
your
a PB.
is
Oh my
107,
God.
105. Let's
Fruno
go.
Let's
and
go.
Oat PBs.
Yippee.
2 PBs.
It sounds like Quado was on a pace going into White Defender.
I was,
too.
I
Oh.
was spacing, and then I threw in Trap Bench, and then I did White Defender 4 like 3 times.
Ah.
Imagine throwing in trap bench.
I actually got
Or wait,
jinxed
I
by
threw
saying-
after trap bench. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know Quado,
But
that like
what happened?
Petra, was just a little bit terrifying.
Oh no.
I mean, just going in with like no soul, and you handled it really well, but I was scared.
Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in that split. It kind of threw me off because I like should have first strike QGA, then I just missed a wall jump because I didn't, like,
Right,
see that
yeah.
early, and then it completely messed me up, and I failed like 3 more times,
Mhm.
and then it was a disaster after that.
I think
That
Fruno
feels-
actually got QGA fastest of anyone.
Yo, Bruno
Oh, yeah, I
Gaming.
kind of nailed it.
Yes. You love to see it.
Second try, but I didn't take any damage.
Nice.
We're all amazing.
Yeah,
How dare you?
I was 3 minutes ahead out of Hera. And then I golded
Ooh.
White Defender 1. It was so insane. And then I was so sad that I died.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3
Yeah.
times.
It's rough. It's a hard run.
No, it really is.
Yeah, for sure. I think if anyone watching is like, oh wow, I could never speedrun Hollow Knight. You know, I felt that way at one point too, and I hope you like see from today you can run a more comfortable route. Like I think we all did slight variations on the route based on
Mhm.
what was more comfortable, and you know, you can die and try again, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You too can speedrun Hollow Knight.
Oat, I have a
Yippee.
question for you.
Yes, Birdie.
When did you decide to do 5 notches instead of 6?
Like a week or two ago.
Okay. I thought you were running because I was looking at your splits last night and I thought it said 6 charm notch on it.
No, and my splits do say 6 notch. Yeah.
Okay. I have
You're
not
right.
I
lost
pointed
it
it out to
entirely.
Oat, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just lying," and I was like, "Okay."
Lying
You're
on the
just- you're just a
internet.
liar.
Yay.
Yippee. I do have a question for Renner, just because we noticed this difference, because we saw Fruno and Oat choosing not to hit the White Defender Chandelier, but Quado, you do.
The
Watcher
Watcher
Knight.
Knight.
Watcher Knight.
Or sorry,
Watcher
Watcher
Knight's
Knights.
Chandelier.
Yep, not White Defender, Watcher Knights, those ones.
I think I entered
Um,
Watch Nights at 1 HP, so.
Oh yeah, you healed on the elevator. I did see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 3.
That was rough, actually.
Okay. So was
That-
it just a like a safety decision, or is it
No,
something
I have
that's like been
Chandelier in
done?
my splits, so I
Uh-huh.
have to hit it.
Oh.
Okay,
Hmm.
yeah, you're
You should-
right.
Yeah.
Should take that
He
out.
has to.
We were wondering if it was like a nail 0 versus nail 1, if like there was that much of a
If
difference.
yeah, if it made a difference, or if it was just
No.
a comfy thing.
No.
I like nail 1 for Soulmaster.
Yeah.
Nail 1 is nice for
That's-
Soulmaster.
That's all nail 1 is for me.
Mhm. That makes sense, because by the time you have like Shade Soul and stuff, that is just carrying.
Mhm.
Mhm. For sure.
Thank you guys so much for all of the entertainment. This has been so much. This has been so much like more fun of a run than I thought it would be, and just the pure like at the end descending into the like, all right, let's watch White Defender die 15 times.
Yeah. Hope you like the White Defender theme.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks, Bruno and Quado, for wanting to run this.
It was fun. It was
It was
great.
a lot of fun. It was good.
Thanks for joining the race.
Yippee.
Yippee.
And thank you, Comms, and thank you, Noodles, for restreaming.
True.
And real quick, just to our people at home, do stay tuned because we have more runs coming up soon. We're gonna have a quick break in between. But like Birdie said, we have GGG coming up next. Gonna be a whole lot of fun, and plenty more runs to come after that.
It's like Gatekeep Girl Boss. Did I get the right order?
Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss.
I did it!
Indeed, yeah.
I learned.
With some familiar faces on comms, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
might be around for the GGG run,
Oh.
Incredible.
along with our very own Chrysanthemove,
Let's
Oh my
go.
God.
The Croat comms.
Croat Comms.
But yeah, I
Oh,
think we're going to go ahead and start getting set up for that.
Stinky.
Thank you.
Stinky.
Oh, I'm making you a theme song.
Stinky.